thesubstream.com presents Watch This Instead, the International. The Stream.
Hey everybody, Ryo here with thesubstream.com, and this is Mike. He's going to do a Watch This Instead segment about a very spooky movie on this Friday the 13th. And the movie he's going to talk about is called The International.
So usually we do these things, Watch This Instead, where we go and see really terrible movies and tell you what you should be watching instead. And that's harder to do with this movie, The International, than usual, because I expected it to be awful, and it's not that bad. I expected it to be just abysmally, unbearably bad, mostly because it has one of the worst trailers in recent memory, which I don't know if you've seen it, but this businessman puts an ATM card in a bank machine, and the voice of the trailer guy says, "What if your bank didn't just do RRSPs, but also did murder SPs?" And then on the screen of the ATM, instead of saying checking, savings, credit card, it says extortion, arms dealing, and murder. I would like to assassinate Mugabe. 946-845 beep. No receipt, please, for that assassination. Thankfully, it's not nearly as dumb as the trailer would have you believe. It's not quite smart, but it's smart enough. It's not quite thrilling, but it's thrilling enough. It's about an Interpol agent played by Clive Owens and New York DA played by
Nicole Kidman's best friend,
whose name is Naomi Watts.
Right.
They team up to take down the International Bank of Business and Commerce, which is an evil bank headquartered out of the evil country of Luxembourg. The script is good and bad because they do a pretty good job making a kind of complex story easy enough to follow that it's still entertaining. I mean, the stuff that happens in the movie is completely over the top and hard to believe, even though we know now how shitty the banks in real life actually behave. But stuff makes sense, it's entertaining, it moves along, it's logical, it's suspenseful enough and thrilling enough to be worth watching. But the bad part about the script is that the dialogue is literally as bad as any big budget movie I've seen in recent memory. Bad enough that it makes Naomi Watts look like a bad actress, which is hard to do because she's not a bad actress. It's, for the most part, a slow-moving procedural. And if you want to see something that's full of adrenaline and will pump you up, and the music will rent Tom Tykwer, who directed The International, his first popular movie, which was Run Lola Run, which a lot of people have heard about but not seen. It made a big deal when it came out in 1998. And if you want to watch a political thriller done perfectly with an extremely well-written script, go to zip.ca or Netflix or Blockbuster or whatever and rent Michael Clayton, which was written and directed by a guy named Tony Gilroy, who's directing Clive Owens in his next movie as well, so hopefully that'll be good. It was my favorite movie of 2007 and some other people's critics' favorite movie of 2007 as well, although a lot of people still haven't seen it, maybe because they don't take George Clooney seriously because he's so handsome. But if you want to go out and buy popcorn and have a night on the town, you could do a lot worse than The International. Don't listen to what their own marketing department is saying about this movie. It's way better than they're telling you that it is, and it's absolutely worth watching, especially if you enjoy smartish, thrilling-ish, political espionage thrillers. Thanks, I'm Mike. This has been Watch This Instead for Friday the 13th. Somewhere else on the site, Ryo is going to be doing a review of Friday the 13th, so watch that because you're not going to believe what he has to say about this new rebooting of a classic horror series.